Hi, and this is Annie's show. I'm Mel, and this is Card Captor Sakura. Now, while I'm not particularly fond of his sort of character design, I got to admit the opening becomes likeable after a few times of watching it. Now, unlike the next few episodes, the episode opens up with Sakura having a flashback of a mysterious girl, and I gotta admit, I like the animation of this part. But I constantly keep thinking that a Yu-Gi-Oh character is constantly tipping cards into a fan or something. The mysterious girl and her flying companion seem to have some sort of objective. The girl steps forward off the building, and the screen tilts up at the stars. After this, we get our opening title. Now, I'd just like to point out that one of the best ways to open a magical girl anime seems to be starting with a flashback and then the alarm going off, and the female protagonist panicking. This is Sakura, or Sakura Komoto, a 4th grade student living with her older brother Toya and her father, who seems more like an Ottoman. After moments of just receiving a breakfast, she, like many other characters who apply to the same rules of swallow don't chew, finishes in the space of a minute and then skates off after her brother. There we meet Yukuto, Yuki for short. He, like Toya, are in the 11th grade. The magical basket on his bike never catches any sakura petals, and after a few brief moments, Sakura leaves the two. Yuki then turns around and throws a piece of candy, who I swear for a second grows breasts. Sakura crashes it, defying all laws of rollerblading, then looks down at what she's caught. After receiving the sweet, we are then introduced to Toyama, Sakura's best friend. She's obsessed with video cameras, and by that I secretly think she's recording some weird video concerning Sakura. Not that I'm against Yuri, but those girls look around 8. After school, Sakura returns home alone. Moments later, she hears a noise and begins to investigate where it's coming from.
What?
There she sees a glowing book and pulls it out. After opening it up, she pulls out a card and begins to spell out the English words, which must look extremely stupid on the English dub. After her obvious hygiene problem seems to make a presence, Sakura finally pronounces the words right, which accidentally sends off all the cards. Geez, I wonder if they're all still in Japan. Ironically, this summons a creature on the front of the book. After Sakura does her weird body check on the poor guy, the creature announces that it's a guardian of the book and its name is Kira. After discovering that all but one card is missing, he gives Sakura the key of the seal, which ultimately turns this key into a staff and Sakura into a card captor. A strong wind alerts him to the fly card, which Kira ironically points to before it emerges from the trees. After finding out where it's headed, Sakura summons her staff and mounts Daidara's bird.
Hey, I can see my house from here.
She summons Windy, who for some reason combined the bird by turning into a chain. Because the wind can apparently do that. After capturing the card, Sakura uses the fly ability to grow wings on her staff. And that's Card Captor Sakura. While I gotta admit, the animation is pretty good. I don't like the character design too much, but I guess after a while you can get used to it. The story seems pretty structured and it doesn't use the whole evil versus good element, which is quite refreshing. Most characters are likeable, although some can seem a little creepy with or without their little obsessions. Yes, I'm looking at you. The music is very nicely conducted and definitely fits the pace of the show. And the voice actors are perfect for wherever they play. And wow, they're corresponding roles. That's been the first episode of Annie's show. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry about any name pronunciations I've said wrong, which I know I've already done. I'm out.